You are exhausted, not physically tired. You are soul tired. It's that heavy, suffocating weight behind your eyes. Because 5 minutes ago, you just agreed to do something you absolutely despise. Again. Your mind was screaming, no. Your gut was churning. But the moment they asked, your face betrayed you. Your mouth automatically smiled, and you said, yes, of course, happy to help. And now you are sitting alone in silence, drowning in bitter resentment. You replay the interaction over and over in your head, worrying if they secretly hate you, carrying emotional guilt that doesn't even belong to you. Society has a convenient label for people like you, a people pleaser. They treat it like a personality flaw, a minor habit of being too nice. But that label completely misses the point. It ignores the terror underneath. And the strangest part of all, part of you thinks this makes you a good person. You wear your self-sacrifice like a badge of honor. It feels like kindness. It feels like empathy. But deep down, you know it isn't. It's a survival contract. So why does saying no feel more dangerous than saying yes to something you hate? And the answer goes much deeper than personality. It is a psychological reflex, and it begins much earlier than you think. Cast your mind back to childhood. Many of us learned very early on that love and approval were conditional. Safety was not guaranteed. When you were obedient, you were praised. You were called a good kid. You felt safe. But when you expressed a boundary or disappointed the adults around you, everything broke. The atmosphere shifted in an instant. A door slammed. A tone of voice grew icy cold. They withdrew their affection. They gave you the silent treatment. To a developing child, the loss of safety can feel enormous. A child cannot feed itself. A child cannot protect itself. For some children, the brain can learn to associate disapproval with danger. So your young, fragile brain solved a life or death equation. Obedience keeps people close. Boundaries make people leave. To protect yourself, you developed a superpower. You became a master at reading the room. You tracked micro-expressions. You memorized the heavy footsteps in the hallway. You shifted your personality to keep the peace. Fast forward 20 or 30 years. This is why trying to say no today physically hurts. It isn't just a thought in your head, it is a full-body somatic reaction. When someone asks you for a favor and you want to decline, your throat tightens. Your chest feels like it's trapped under a heavy boulder. Your palms sweat. Your heart hammers against your ribs. Your conscious mind knows it's just a minor request, but your nervous system thinks you are about to be exiled. One influential framework for understanding this is polyvagal theory. Developed by Dr. Stephen Porges, it shows how our nervous system scans for danger. Your body detects social rejection long before your rational brain has time to process it. Your biological hard drive triggers a threat response. And this brings us to what almost nobody realizes about your behavior. Most people know about fight. You stand your ground and attack. Most people know about flight. You turn around and run away. Some people have heard of freeze. You go numb and hope the danger passes. But almost nobody talks about the fourth survival response. Fawn. Coined by therapist Pete Walker. Fawning is a trauma-related coping response. When faced with a threat you cannot fight, cannot outrun, and freezing won't save you. Your brain executes a brilliant, desperate strategy. You survive by becoming exactly what the threat wants you to be. You appease, you flatter, you submit, you abandon your own identity, you erase your own needs, you dissolve your own boundaries to keep the predator happy. When you instantly agree to work overtime without pay, when you over-apologize when someone bumps into you, when you nod along with opinions you secretly despise, your ancient survival brain has taken the wheel. You aren't being nice. You are fawning. Over time, your nervous system becomes hypervigilant. You absorb other people's emotional states like a sponge. Their anxiety becomes your emergency. Their bad mood becomes your fault. Your brain values belonging far more than it values your honesty. But the long-term cost is devastating. You are burning yourself alive just to keep other people warm, and they don't even realize there is a fire. You build a life filled with people who love your compliance, not you, because they don't even know the real you. You hid them away years ago. But here is the truth nobody tells you. Your childhood didn't invent this instinct, it merely activated an ancient software program built by millions of years of evolution. Take a massive step back, 100,000 years back. Evolution didn't care about your self-esteem. It favored whatever helped humans survive and belong. And for an early human, survival meant one thing: belonging to the tribe. In a brutal, unforgiving wilderness, an isolated human was dead. You had no sharp claws, you had no thick armor, you had no venom. Your only shield against extinction was the group. For our ancestors, losing the group could carry serious survival costs. So evolution hardwired a terror mechanism into your brain. Pleasing the tribe was a matter of life and death. Now look at your life today. Your modern nervous system is trying to solve an Ice Age survival problem inside a modern society. Your primitive brain thinks a disappointed coworker is a tribal chief about to banish you. It thinks a delayed text message means you are about to be left in the snow. In reality, you are just standing in a coffee shop, answering an email. It's like a fire alarm going off deafeningly inside an empty house. There is no fire, there is no predator. There is only an outdated algorithm ringing in your ear. You have constructed a prison cell entirely out of other people's expectations. Imagine trying to navigate a modern city using a map drawn during the Stone Age. You would get lost instantly. That is what you are doing with your emotional life. It is time to update the operating system. And here is the good news. Software can be rewritten. Neural pathways can be rewired. Breaking this exhausting cycle does not require you to become mean, cold, or selfish. It simply requires you to endure the physical discomfort of the false alarm. The next time someone asks you for a favor you cannot give, the guilt will surge in your chest. Let it surge. Your brain will simulate 100 worst-case scenarios. It will tell you they hate you. It will tell you your world is ending. Let it scream. Recognize the panic for what it truly is: an ancient, outdated survival mechanism terrified of a predator that died out tens of thousands of years ago. One day soon, someone will ask you for another favor. Your heart will race, your hands will shake, your throat will tighten, your habit will urge you to say yes. Take a breath, feel the terror, and calmly say, "No, I can't do that." Then you wait. And none of it comes. You wait. Nothing happens. The world keeps spinning. Nobody casts you out. There is no fire. There is no predator. There is only the old alarm. Slowly realizing it was wrong. And for the first time in your life, your ancient brain realizes you were safe all along. You were never weak. You were never a coward. You were simply surviving. And now, you don't have to anymore. You get to live. Welcome back to yourself. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps the channel more than you know. Take care and see you in the next one.